In the ancient land of Vodun religion in Dahomey, where the earth is red, and the voices of the ancestors linger in every drumbeat, there lived a man named Sokpota. His compound stood tall, his name carried weight, and his staff of authority shone with the blessing of the ancestors. Togbai Sokpota, a man of wisdom, of pride, and of unshakable tradition. They said his words could silence a quarrel. They said his presence alone could settle a dispute. But with age came not only wisdom, but stubbornness. To Togbai Sokpota, leadership was not a gift to be handed down too soon. It was a crown only the worthy could bear. The drums beat, the fire crackles, and the night listens. Welcome to Tales by Fire, the home of African folk tales, where wisdom hides in stories, and every tale carries the heartbeat of a people. If you love stories that keep the fire burning, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share, so the flame of our tales never dies. Now, let the flames guide you, for tonight, a story begins. Togbai Sokpota, elder of the Sokpota clan, has ruled his household with wisdom and an iron hand, yet in the shadow of his greatness stood Donsi, his firstborn son. Broad-shouldered, strong as a hunter, fierce as the storm. Donsi's youth was filled with restless fire. He had tilled the soil, fought alongside the men, and carried the burdens of his family. But still, to his father, Togbai Sokpota, he was a boy. And Donsi's heart burned with anger. When will I be seen as a man? Between them stood Nanamawina, wife and mother, her heart torn in two. She begged her husband, let him prove himself, before his spirit is broken. She pleaded with her son, honor your father while breath still fills his chest. But pride is a stubborn stone. Her words fell, unheard, between two hardened hearts. One evening, the drum summoned the priest of Fa, Tuhon Legba. In the flicker of firelight, he cast his cowries and spoke with the voice of the ancestors. The staff you hold can bind this family, or it can destroy it. If pride is stronger than patience, the ancestors will turn away, and your bloodline will carry the wound. But neither father nor son bowed their hearts. The warning scattered like ash in the wind. The day of reckoning came with the beating of drums. The villagers gathered within the Sokpota's compound, their faces tense, their whispers sharp as blades. On the ground between father and son lay the sacred staff. The people waited. The ancestors waited. Would it pass to the son? Or remain with the father? Donsi's hand moved fast, quick as lightning. But Togbai Sokpota's palm struck his away. You are not ready, thundered the father. Then you will never let me be, roared the son. The compound erupted as blood turned against blood. Father and son, bound by lineage, now enemies in pride. The staff shook between them, dust rising as if the earth itself rejected their struggle. The cries of Nanamawena pierced the air, but neither man heard. The drummers froze. The villagers trembled. And still, the fight raged. At last, with one final pull, the unthinkable happened. The sacred staff split. Broken. The sound echoed through the compound, through the village, into the very ears of the ancestors. Silence fell heavy, heavier than any drumbeat. Father and son stood apart, chest heaving, eyes burning, not with victory, but with sorrow. The staff lay shattered in the dust. The bond between father and son lay shattered beside it. In that moment, the ancestors turned their faces away, and the Togbai Sokpota family bore the mark of pride. And so it was said, the sharpest wounds are not carved by the spear, but by pride. The deepest scars are not given by strangers, but by blood. And when father and son let anger roll, the fire that should warm the family becomes the flame that consumes it. This was the story of Togbai Sokpota and Donsi. The story of pride, of tradition, of broken blood. This was the tale of blood between father and son.